programming to bring this breaking news story.
Man, I think it's that Taco Bell that I just ate, but I am so gassy.
Steven, we're on. We're live.
What? Dude, I thought you were waving at me again.
Yeah, no,
I
we're
told
live.
you not to give the high five.
We're live now.
Good evening. My name is Steven Robertson. My co-host, Gina Mad Dog Rinchler, has the evening off. LW6 News is the first to cover this late-breaking news story. The first cases of the spenditis pandemic has hit Evangel University. We are now going live to Camille Reed to hear more about this story. So hold that taco, that Big Mac, or that Subway sandwich. You'll want to hear this story. Camille, what have you discovered today about the spenditis pandemic?
Steven, it seems that once again, the spenditis pandemic is back. Looking back at the Health Administration's records, we see an exponential rise in the number of spenditis cases as the new academic year gets underway.
Camille, what exactly is spenditis? What are the signs of infection, and how can it be treated?
Well, one of the first signs of spenditis is excessive dining out for meals. Scientists aren't exactly sure how dining out for meals causes spenditis, but they do know it's one of the clues to those who will be infected. Some signs include drastic draining of debit accounts or cash supplies. Some even break their piggy banks. And also, people, they scrounge around the campus for money for tacos, searching for quarters, pennies, nickels, and a decline, the worst of all, the worst thing is a declined debit or credit card.
So it's not a rash?
No.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, those in stage 3 have a full-fledged case of spenditis and need to seek help immediately. When I first covered this story today, I immediately contacted the authority on spenditis cases. After all his research, Gail Lewis has found that by implementing a budget and cutting back the midnight runs to QT, those infected with spenditis will see a drastic time in recovery. However, he made me promise I would pass on this word of caution. Spenditis can occur at any time if you don't keep a diligent watch on your bank account. This has been a special report by Camille Reed. Back to you in the studio, Steven.
Thank you for the information, Camille. I, for one, am definitely glad that spenditis has nothing to do with rashes. Anyway, hopefully our viewers will take Gail Lewis' advice and your research for us pushes back the spenditis pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll return you to your program shortly, but we have one more breaking news segment to announce. Stay tuned as we roll this video segment. Brian Johnston here will explain more about it.
For your donation of $4 a month, that's 13 cents a day. You can help put time planners in the hands of a local college student. This isn't about money. It's about changing a life. Think of when you were in college. You hated end of the semester because your parents asked what your grades were. Don't let this happen to these students. The detrimental effects of lack of time planners are the #1 cause of poor grades, lack of sleep, and even causes the students to forget about showering and hygiene. Don't let this happen to them any longer. One donation, $4, change you can believe in.
Thank you for watching LW6 News. We will now be returning you to your programming. Camille, you should have told me about spenditis before I spent $20 at Taco Bell. This is not okay.